distance between them. We want to find out the distance between the points P and Q. P is a point which is lie on the first quadrant. We have considered them lying on the first quadrant for better understanding. Suppose P is a point, Q is another point. We want to find the distance between them. So P and Q must have a coordinate. We considered coordinate of P is x1, y1 and coordinate of Q is x2, y2. You can consider any coordinate. That is that just abscissa and ordinate must have to be present. Now we want to find out the distance between them. So what is the necessity of finding the distance? The necessity is that if you can find out the distance between the 2 points, you can find out the area of a triangle, area of any type of quadrilateral. We can find out the area, and we can use them in our practical life. We can use them in our practical life. That's the main thing. Okay, so we are talking about the distance between 2 points. You can see the 2 points here. We will find out the distance. If you will be able to find out the distance of 2 points, if you know the formula, you can find out the area of different types of geometrical shape. This will be the practical application in our daily life. Okay, we are going to learn them. So listen to me carefully first, then I will go to the board. Okay, so P and Q are 2 points. Now we have to know what is the perpendicular distance from the points P to the x-axis. You know, 2 perpendiculars are drawn here, PM and QN. PM is a perpendicular, QN is another perpendicular. We have drawn them to know what is x1, what is y1. Since we have drawn the perpendicular, you know, PM equal to y1. You see PM here. I am showing them again by drawing a line. You see, this is PM. This is PM. This is equal to y1. Y1. And OM. Can you tell me what is the length of OM? It is obviously x1. X1. Now ON. ON equal to x2. X2. And QN. QN equal to y2. From coordinate, all of you know them. If you don't know, you must have to tell me. Okay. So, who can tell me what is the length of QR? Anyone can tell me what is the length of QR? This length equal what? Anyone? QR equal to what?
Sir, y2 minus y1.
Y2 minus y1. Very good. Y2. Their total Qn. That is Qn. That is Qn minus Rn. Rn is equal to white. White. Now Qn means sorry. Qn means y2. Equal sign will not be here. Qn means y2 minus Rn. Rn and PM are equal, so it is y1. It is y1. So Qn equal to QR. QR. It will be QR here. Left side will be QR. That is QR equal to Qn minus Rn. That is y2 minus y1. So we have got QR y2 minus y1. Now tell me what is PR. PR equal to what? PR. Very easy. X2 minus x1 because total is x1, x2, ON is x2, OM is x1. So PR will be x2 minus x1. That is PR. If we write down PR, you can write down it x2 minus x1. Now we want to get PQ. So this is a right angle triangle PQR, where R is 90 degree. So PQ square will be PR square plus QR square. use text here. Text box. Suppose we want to know PQ. So PQ square equal to PR square plus QR square. PR square, very easy to know. PR square plus QR square. So if we apply the formula here, PR square equal what? PR square is x2 minus x1 whole square. So in the left side, right side will be x2 minus x1 whole square. You can consider it is square plus QR square. QR means y2 minus y1. So it will be obviously y2 minus y1 square. Now PR square equal this x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. But we want to know PQ. So there will have root sign, square root sign in the right side. So if you want to know what is the value of PQ, we will use the square root sign in the right side. So PQ will be root over x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. I think you have understood this. Here you can see the last line. It is said, last line says PQ. You can see the line. PQ equal to plus minus root over x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Plus minus, why plus minus is used here? You see the picture, you see the photo, P and Q. X2, Y2 is the upper position than x1, y1. That's why in this formula we have got x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1. If we would consider the coordinate of Q is x1, y1 and P is x2, y2, then x2, x1, y1 would be placed in the upper position of x2, y2. That's why the formula would be in the format root over x1 minus x2 square plus y1 minus y2 square. That is, the formula can be in the form x1 minus x2 also. That is, another thing you can also consider, there is a square outside the bracket. So yeah, we can consider x1 minus x2 or x2 minus x1. Both are correct. That's why we have used plus minus sign. I think you understand this. Plus minus y is used here. Because anyone can be bigger. X1 or y1, anyone can be bigger. That's why plus minus is used. But during doing sum, plus minus we will not use. We will never use plus minus because we will draw the picture. We will draw the figure, rough figure during doing the math. Then we will know which one is bigger. Then we will just subtract smaller one from bigger. So plus minus sign will be automatically removed. Okay, it will not be used at all. So you need not to think about plus minus. Just you will think the distance between 2 points is equal to root over difference of abscissa square plus difference of ordinate square. Tell me please, what's the formula? Can you tell me? Distance between 2 points is equal to root over difference of, you can see, difference of abscissa whole square, x2 minus x1, difference of abscissa whole square, plus root of y2 minus y1 whole square. By this formula, you can find out the distance between any 2 points. Now, let us consider any 2 points and we will try to find out the distance between them. Suppose in exercise we can solve various maths if you do the basic needs. Suppose the first one says 2, 3 and 4, 6. What is the distance between them? 2, 3 and 4, 6. Just you will give a square root sign. Find out the distance with me, please. Hurry up. Find out the distance with me. 2, 3 and 4, 6. We want to distance. Distance will be this. Just you will write down the distance. Suppose distance is d. Root over 4 minus 2 whole square. 4 minus 2 whole square. plus 6 minus 3 whole square. 6 minus 3. We have applied the formula. Root over difference of f square plus difference
root
of
over
f
13.
We need not to use plus minus sign because we know anyone can be written at first because there is a square outside the bracket. So minus is nothing. So 2 square plus 3 square. It is
4, 9,
square plus
13.
6, 9 plus 4, root over 30. So this is the answer. Very easy. Now you are requested to find out the distance of 0, 0 and sin theta cos theta. Please. 1, 4. This one. Let's solve this one. What is the distance between 0, 0 and sin theta cos theta? Sin theta cos
Sir,
theta is
1, answer
nothing,
1.
but you will consider it.
Now, 1 na 1 na, sir.
Very,
We'll see.
no, 1, maybe 1.
Sir, 1 unit.
1. Brilliant boy. Good.
আচ্ছা
Very
1
good.
হবে স্যার হ্যাঁ
1 root over sin theta minus 0 whole square plus cos theta minus 0 whole square, that is root over sin square theta plus cos square theta, root over 1, that is 1. It will come in your MCQ part, okay? But you must have to know the application. Without knowing the formula, you will never be able to solve any one of the maths in this exercise. And 11.2, 3, 4, in all types of exercise, you must have to know the basics of this formula. So it's very much important for you. So we'll solve a difficult one. Let us go to the previous example also. How can we be benefited if we know the formula? We can see an example. Suppose example 1. Plot the 2 points 1, 1, 2, 2 and find the distance between them. See, 1, 1 has been plotted here, P1, 1 and upper side P2, 2. So what is the distance between them? You can see the distance is root over 2 minus 1 whole square plus root over 2 minus 1 whole square. You can see the distance is root 2 units. The distance between them. Okay, I think you understand this. And if you have any problem, example 3, we are going to learn example 3 here. You can see 3 vertices of a triangle are respectively at 2, 0, B70 and C34. The question says plot the 3 points on the plane and construct the triangle. Find the perimeter of the triangle up to 5 places of decimal. I told you some minutes before that if you know the distance formula, you can find out the area of any different shape of geometric figure. So this is an practical application. Also, the 3 vertices are given at 20, B70, C34. You can see A, B, C here. A, B, C. You can see the figure. A20, B70. Because here A20 ordinate is 0. That's why the point A will lie on the x-axis. Ordinate of B also 0. So it will also lie on the x-axis. So A20 and B70. You can see the figure. And C is 3 foot. So 1, 2, 3, if we consider, it will be C 3 foot. You can see. Now, plotting already completed. So you have two ways to plot the figure into the graph paper. You can use the graph paper. You can demand your teacher, your examiner, to give the invigilator. You can request the invigilator to give you the graph paper. You will provide it in your during exam. Just you will draw the figure into the graph paper. Or you can use your original copy by scale and pen. You can also draw it rough. Both are correct. Okay. But the distance of the ratio of the points should be good looking. Okay, good looking. So plotting is completed. Now the another question says find the perimeter of the triangle. By joining them, every BCSC, a triangle will be formed, which is ABC. We have to know the perimeter. You must have to know the distance between AB, SC, and BC. So distance formula must come here. So what is the distance of AB? AB. So AB will be determined if we apply the formula of distance formula between A70 and B70 and A20. So you see, I'm showing it by annotation. You see, AB is given here. AB is 5 units. You can easily see. Root over 7 minus 2, root over 0 minus 0. 5 units is AB. So the length of side BC equal to P and C. That is distance between 3, 4 and 2, 0. 3, 4 and 2, 0 is we have got 4 root 2 units. You see, and distance between A and C, which is S. That is 70 to 3, 4. The distance is here, root over 7 units. So if we join them, then we will get the perimeter. So perimeter will be 5 plus root of 4 root 2 plus root over 70. By calculator, you will get the result 14.77. This is the answer of second question. I think you understand it. If you fail, you will respond please. Otherwise, it will not be repeated because it's very easy. Now, third step says find the perimeter of the triangle up to the 5 places of sorry, there are 2 portions only. But the perimeter of the triangle up to the 5 decimal places. 5 decimal places you will get it by using calculator. So I think you understand this very easily. So as like as example 3, there are several maths in your exercise. It will be your homework today, or you can solve any one of them in this class now. Within 10 minutes, our class will be finished. Inshallah, we will complete our class within fixed time. You see, suppose we want to solve number 6, 7, 3, 4, 1, 2, anything can be solved. Suppose 2. The 3 vertices of a triangle are 2 minus 4, 3 minus 4, 4, 3, 3, 3. Draw the triangle and show that it is an isosceles triangle. Very easy. You will draw it by using the graph paper. Like this way you can draw. Very easy. It will be if we use the axis. Suppose x-axis or axis are given 2, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Suppose here in this point there can be a point 2, 4 and p minus 4, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. In this position, it can be p minus 4, 4. Okay. And C 3, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3. Suppose 3. In this position, this way it can be another point here. Now the question says draw the triangle. Okay, we can draw the triangle by joining them. You will get the triangle. This is the triangle. Now the question says show that it is an isosceles triangle. It is an isosceles triangle. So we can give the name. Suppose it is A, it is B, it is C. So to prove it is isosceles, we have to show AB equal F. That is, any 2 sides are equal. So how can we solve it? Just we will find out the distance among AB, BC, and FC. All types of distance we will find out at first. Then we will see that any 2 distance will be equal here. So we will say ABC is an isosceles triangle. Okay. So AB equal what? You will find out the distance AB. You will find out the distance BC. You will find out the distance S. If any 2 distances are remain same, then the proof will be completed. I think you have understood it. If you fail to understand, then I can do further. I can go for calculation. Otherwise, we will start new one. Okay. If you don't have any question, we will start new one. Number 3. A25, B minus 1, 1, C21 are 3 vertices of a triangle. Draw the triangle, show that it is a right angle triangle. Okay, who can tell me what can be the process of doing this? How can I prove the triangle is isosceles? Can anyone tell me the technique?
Sir, if 2 sides are equal.
2 sides are equal, obviously. But here the question says Right angle triangle. Right angle triangle is not mandatory. Two sides are equal.
What's
Under
this?
the
I
condition,
sorry, what's this?
under the condition of being a triangle, right angle triangle. You know the condition.
The square of the two sides is equal to the
Pythagoras
square of the
formula, sir.
hypotenuse.
Pythagoras. Good. We have
Yes, sir.
to show that the square on two sides, sum of square on any two sides is equal to square on any other side.
Hypotenuse.
That is, we have to find out AB square, we have to find out BC square, we have to find out AC square. Then we will see that the sum of square of any two sides, that is AB square plus BC square, can be equal to AC square, or AC square plus BC square can be equal to AB square. Any one of them will be happened here. Thus, we will say that it is an isosceles triangle. This solve it, hurry up. Within 1 minute, 1 or 2 minutes, so maximum 2 minutes is needed for you. Just you will find out AB square, you will find out BC square, you will find out AC square. Okay. And since the question says draw the triangle, you have to draw it. If it would not say draw the triangle, that you need not to draw it. Just you will find out the square of any two sides. Then we will prove Pythagoras series. Okay. Please hurry up. Solve it. Okay, dear students, today we are going to finish our class. Inshallah, you will be able to solve all of the maths related to this exercise in our next class. In our next class, we will solve different types of creative maths. If you don't have any problem related to exercise related